Reach high, aim high, and obtain. We're making some butter, and butter makes it all better, of course. So we're putting in our cream from one of the local farms here in our Ankarsrum, I believe is how you pronounce it, mixer, because it makes this go extremely fast. I'm gonna put it on, and then we're gonna speed the sucker up. Okay, we got our whipping cream going on. We're gonna put the lid back on. We want to avoid splatter. See all the water there on the side?
Okay, we've got butter, and then the liquid is the buttermilk that we can save to make bread or biscuits or what have you.
Getting all the butter off of the beaters here, because we have at least one more that we wanted to do, because we want to get enough butter
to not have to be making it all the time. So we'll have used a gallon of cream today.
Yep, and also too is it makes it so that we always kind of have butter on hand, and it allows us to do one really big batch using, this is like a cheese press over here, and I made the suggestion of why don't we use our cheese press to help press out all the buttermilk from our butter so it doesn't have so much water in it, and we found it worked absolutely fabulously, right?
That's right.
Okay, so let's put that to the side. And then let's get the last little bit of butter. And this is actually the bag that came with our cheese press here. And it's a nylon cloth, so typically that's just cleaned with soap and water. You don't want to boil that, because if you boiled it, it'd melt it because it's nylon. But you can see we've made quite a bit of butter already. So we'll do one more. Now what I like about this is it's just straight cream. Whereas other companies, it'll be cream and carrageenan or something like that, and I don't like those type of things. Okay, and then we're gonna speed it up. This time we didn't spray ourselves, right? We didn't spray ourselves this time. It looks a little bit clumpy, but that's okay. The press will bring it all together when we do that. much water did we get? Okay, we got a lot of water. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this pretty quick. Okay, so we're gonna draw the string. Okay, and of course all that down there is the buttermilk. Okay, and then we're gonna put it in our press.
This in our cheese press.
And then roll this over. Okay, let's move this over just a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna have it there. Okay, and you want to make sure you get this centered with the press there. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this. So we're going to keep pressing this here. And you can use this actually make things like pressed juices, but mainly we've used it for the butter, and then when we go to do it, we'll also use it for making our cheese. But as I'm getting resistance, I have to use 2 hands. But thankfully they made this a metal plate here. So that's a good thing.
Okay, is that got it?
Nope, but it's still going. I'm starting to get some resistance.
Getting all the butter.
There we go. Because we've got about 1 inch between the bottom and the actual spout. So it takes it a bit to get to that point. Because he's our pipe professional, he made us this little, because it actually came with just the metal piece here and nothing to
And
kind
it
of
would just drop off, and
yeah,
that wasn't ideal.
And there wasn't really any control with the spout or any of that. So what he did is he created this, because we can also do this and it stops it. So if for some reason you need to stop it, you can. But he made sure, you know, this is safe. Forward, and we're going to get a ton of water. I mean, not water, buttermilk from the bottom, because of where it settles with that inch or so. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, let me lean it forward again. Yeah, see, we're still getting some. It's a trickle, but we're still getting some.
Okay.
And that's how you make buttermilk and butter. And now, I'm going to purposely rotate this up now for safety. I've been rotating it the one way. Oh.
So now we're taking the
There we
press
go.
loose.
Okay, there we go. It's a lot easier to screw it up than it is to screw it down. So what we'll do is we're lifting the metal plate up so we can get our...
I'm so glad that's metal. I thought that was plastic.
No, I asked Dad, and he was like, oh, if that
Oh,
was...
yeah, listen to that. That
He
is.
was like, if that was plastic, he said it would break. But no, he says it's metal. After we've made our butter, which also results in us making buttermilk, I put the buttermilk in this so that I can put it into this container here, which I love. It's by a Japanese company, and it's just a silicone top part, and this will keep it so it's easily accessible in the fridge. We don't have to worry about it being in plastic, and it'll quickly be there for us to use. It also comes with a filter, but we won't be using the filter that would typically go in here. And then you just snap that on, put that in place, and now we have a perfect bottle for storing and using our buttermilk in. Okay, so now let me show you
Repurpose it.
what our finished butter product looks like. If you can get it out. It's quite heavy. There we go. So now if I open this up,
that's beautiful.
now see this? This is a solid butter without any of the
that's so
water in it now product. And you can see it looks like a nice round bowl. If I didn't know it was butter, I'd say you have cheese. But you can see how perfect it is, and it's not leaking on the counter. It's just got a little bit of moisture from where they can, and see inside here, there's very little, if any, water remaining. So you can see we did good. Now we just gotta get some glass or stainless steel containers to put this in, put it in the fridge, or wrap them up, put them in the freezer, and then we've got butter.